Hello and welcome back to the Advanced Lua Learning series. In this video, I'm going to be explaining CFrames. CFrames seem very complicated at first, but in reality they aren't. All you really need to know about CFrames is that they're made up of a position and a rotation. You can see in the properties window here, if we look under CFrame, there's a position and there's the orientation. And honestly that's it, that's really all there is to them. But because it's made up of a position and a rotation, you can do some stuff with CFrames that you can't do with just one of these. So I'm going to create a part and a script. I'm going to show how to create CFrames and then how to make parts look at each other. So if you want to create a CFrame, declare a variable. And then you can set the position to a vector or just put in the numbers like this. I'm just going to do the vector method. If you want the rotation component of the CFrame, multiply it by CFrame.angles. Then put in the amount you want it rotated on the X. And if you are going to rotate it at all, it's important to use math.rad. Because if you use regular numbers, it won't work. Okay, if we get the CFrame and then assign it to the part that we have in workspace. Actually, let's create a variable for the part. Let's change the part CFrame. So part.CFrame is equal to the CFrame that we made up here. Also make sure your part's anchored. So right now the part looks like this. But if we run it, and it actually loads, my god, the part's position changes. It's not there anymore. It is changed position, and it's also changed rotation. It's on its side now. If you ever try to add CFrames together, you have to multiply them. I don't know why you have to multiply to add, but that's just how it works for whatever reason. So this might seem all useless at first, but there's some really cool stuff that you can do with this. Let's say you want a part to look at another part. To do that, we should create another part actually in here. Name this something else like look, and then create a reference to it in the script. I'm just going to use the CFrame value from the previous example. So you can see that there are errors. There are multiple things that you can put in here. One of which takes in a vector 3, and then also another vector 3, which is look at. So the CFrame value will move the part to this position, and then make the part look at this position, whatever we put in second. So we'll put in the parts position, and it's important that you put in the position, not the part itself. It needs a vector 3, not a part. Why is this erroring? Oh, also make sure this is on the line after you declare the variable. And then in order for this to work properly, we'll have to remove this component of it. It'll make the part look at the other part's position, and then it'll rotate it 90 degrees, which is not what we want. So we have the new CFrame, which will move the part to this position and then make it look at this part. So if we get the part that will be looking here, run the game, you can see it moves to the position and it's looking directly at the part, which is really cool. If you ever played horror games on Roblox, sometimes there'll be these eyes that move and follow you. And this is how they do that. Except they'll have this in a loop. So this loop right here, while true, repeats forever. We also want to add a weight to this so that it doesn't overwhelm Roblox. So what this will do is make the part always look at the other part. And it's important that we have this loop, while true loop, so that it is constantly updating. Running the game now, you can see that if we move the part in the sky will follow. And it's looking a little bit choppy right now. Let's just add another 0 to this. There you go, that's looking a little bit better. No matter where this goes, the part always watches. Anyways, CFrames are very useful, very good, used all the time. That's all for this video. If you have any comments, leave them below in the comments. What? If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. Bye bye.